Here are 5 things that we learned from Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. A very disappointing result if you're an Arsenal fan. But before we get into that, make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe. We're trying to get to 11,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And that like button helps it. It gets it pushed down to the algorithm, supposed to boy. So if you can, just hit the like button. Let's try and go for 70 likes on this video. Lesson number 1. We need Saliba and Gabriel back as soon as possible. Our defense looks so fragile. It looks so vulnerable now without those two. Those two are the key to Arsenal's title success, and I'm seeing it right now. Of course, Nketiah is a good player. Jurien Timber can put in a shift, but when it's against teams like Aston Villa who are trying that hard in such a difficult away ground, we need our best of the best, right? And whether that means we go out and sign another elite centre back, I don't know. But Saliba and Gabriel, you lot need to sort yourselves out, get yourselves fit, because we need you. And the fact that we lost Gabriel because of a friendly in international break, and William Saliba has been running to the ground, played every single game and got himself injured. This is not ideal, man. We need them two back the most. They are the most important players at the club right now, because we saw it today. How many times on transition they've hurt us. The dealing in the box as well. For that final goal, it was all a mess. There was no Saliba to call it down, no Gabriel to just put his foot on them and just be like, hold on, this is my defense. Yeah, we didn't have that today. Our defense did look all over the place, and then you missed that attacking threat as well from set pieces. We don't look threatening from set pieces at all anymore. I miss Gabriel so much. That guy is so important, not just defensively, but going forward, and we're seeing it. Our set pieces, they're becoming futile now. Teams aren't scared of our set pieces because we don't have Gabriel to be, putting that pressure on them within the box. We need those two back as soon as possible because we are suffering. The thing is, I thought Nketiah was actually pretty good today when it came to, that recovery pace, the way he was winning balls, the winning challenges. But the thing that we're missing is that composure. It's that relaxiveness, if that's even a word. It's the composure in the box for when we win the ball. What do we do after that? What I saw Nketiah do a lot of times, he'll boot it out. He'll kick it out for a throw-in. He'll misplace a pass. That's not me getting onto him. Very new to the team, very erratic player, still young. But this is where we need the likes of Gabriel, your likes of William Saliba, who bring that coolness, the calmness in the defense that we're missing right now. Second thing I learned today was that Eberechi Eze cannot be played on the left. We cannot play Ødegaard and Eze together. It's just not going to work unless you play them both in the midfield against a team that sits in a low block. Aston Villa wouldn't do that. So you either play one of either Eze or Ødegaard in the 10. And you have to sacrifice one of them. And of course today, Ødegaard was really good, but it was at the cost of someone like an Eberechi Eze. He was so poor today. Him on the left hand side, it just doesn't work. Him being on a touchline, it doesn't work. You can see the difference between him today on the left wing and then him against Tottenham, him against Bayern Munich. The way he's able to, create chances out of nothing. He lacks the central areas. He was trapped out wide. He barely got the ball today. Every time he got the ball, he got it from so deep that he couldn't even do anything with it. And then, of course, the goal came from his side where the ball was played back post into Matt Cash. Eberechi Eze isn't a good defender. He's not. He was never that sort of player. He's not your Bukayo Saka where he will track back the back post. That's where we're lacking. You either play Ødegaard or you play Eze. You cannot play both. You either put Trossard on the wing, you put Martinelli on the wing, you bring Gabriel Jesus back, you play him on the wing, you put Noni Madueke left wing, not Eberechi Eze. You have to make the choice of either Ødegaard and Eberechi Eze in that number 10 role, or the team is just going to suffer. The third thing that I learned today was that our players are fatigued. They are tired. They cannot play anymore. How many players have played so many games in a row now? Eberechi Eze, Jurien Timber, Calafiori, Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka. All of these guys have played high intensity games for the past 2 weeks. Bayern Munich, Tottenham, Chelsea, then Brentford. Brentford was a high intensity game as well because we're struggling to get a goal. And now today, the players look tired. We need to start rotating. We need... If I'm being honest with you, I'm not even going to blame Arteta. I'm not even going to blame the players. This is the federation. This is the fact that we're playing games every 3 days, every 2 days. There's no rest. Why are we playing a 12:30 kickoff? Why does that even exist? Bro, I'm telling you right now, the players are really suffering. I'm seeing Declan Rice, he's running on fumes right now. Zubimendi's almost played every single game so far this season. Nketiah's played, he's literally just been thrown into the team, played a lot of high-intensity games back to back to back. Calafiori has had no rest. Jurien Timber has had no rest. Ben White has just come back from injury and now he's being demanded to play 90-minute intense matches. This is just not good for Arsenal in the long term. This is the reason why we're getting so many injuries. And you could argue against Mikel Arteta, right? Why are we not playing someone like Christian Norgard? Where's Ethan Waneri? We gave him the new contract. Where is he? Fourth thing that I've learned today is that this title race isn't as easy as I first thought it'd be. We should have been 8 points clear today if we beat Aston Villa, but now we're 3 points ahead of Aston Villa. Teams are lurking behind us. As I'm speaking, making this video right now, City are winning their game. Chelsea, are they winning the game? I don't know. But City and Aston Villa are creeping behind us, and we seriously need to start gaining some advantage on them, because I've seen this team crumble under pressure so many times for 3 years in a row now. This is where we need to be like, guys, let's just win our games. How about that? How about we just win a Premier League title? We've dropped 7 points in our last 5 games. That is not good enough. That is so poor, especially for a team that's supposed to be comfortably winning the Premier League title. I think we haven't kept 5 clean sheets in our last 6 games. Before that, we kept 8 in a row. What is going on? I need my team to pattern up, man. It just shows how important Gabriel and Saliba are to this team, and the fatigue is kicking in. Guys like Declan Rice, you can see that they are playing tired, and I'm just worried about this title race, man, because I feel like it's midway through the season. We're only 3 points ahead when we should be gaining advantage at this point. I don't know, man. This is getting really difficult. The fifth thing that I learned is that our depth, as much as it is amazing, we are suffering an injury crisis. Our whole backline is gone. Calafiori can't even play the next match because he's suspended. What on earth is happening? Andrea Berta might need to go into January and actually sign a few more players. I thought this team was stacked, but it seems not. The injuries that keep coming to us, our club is cursed. Someone's cursed my football club. The amount of injuries we're getting. In the beginning half of the season, it was all our attackers getting injured. Now, in the midway through the season, all our defenders have been wiped out. What is going on? I need answers for this stuff, man, because we are really suffering at the moment. Calafiori not being available for the next game means that all we have is Ben White, Jurriën Timber, Hincapié, and Miles Lewis-Skelly as our only defenders. First of all of them are fullbacks. Second of all, Miles Lewis-Skelly is a natural midfielder, so we only have 3 actual natural defenders. We are finished. We might need to sign players. Obviously, Mosquera is injured for around 2 months. William Saliba, we don't know how long he's going to take. Gabriel's obviously got injured from the game against Senegal in the flipping international, but it's so stupid. But yeah, our depth isn't as good as we thought it was, even though it is actually really good. But we are suffering an injury crisis. That's one thing we learned. An injury crisis at Arsenal Football Club is what happens every single season, and it's costing us trophies. I just hope that the players come back as soon as possible. The players can bounce back from this game. You know, Aston Villa away from home, it's a difficult game. They got a final minute winner. Like, it's not like we were completely terrible. We create chances. We put enough chances on the plate for us to win. We just didn't capitalize on that. Same with Aston Villa, to be honest. Difficult game, but I do think with our next run of fixtures, we should be okay. We should be fine. We should just get back to our groove, man. Let's get a couple clean sheets in the bank account. Let's get those wins, 6 in a row. Our next 6 fixtures look really easy right now. I mean, I say easy. We never know how it goes in the Premier League, but yeah, I have faith, but that faith is starting to diminish a little bit.